So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Nedved. Gullit. Oh, well played. Serginho. And the shot! Marvellous goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Gullit tries a shot! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, it doesn't have to look spectacular. Why complicate simplicity?
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant. Alexander-Arnold really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Cleared away. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And we have our very first corner. Oh, what a climb! Goal! And they're back in front. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Roberto Baggio. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Beckham. He's shifting through the gears here. Rijkaard can get it clear. So can they do it again? The chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Corner number 3 coming up. Messi! It It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Hoeneß. Nedved makes the interception.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield.
He's had a shot! He's got a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Could try cutting inside here. And it's Nedved. Gives it back. That is a great ball. Hoeneß touches it back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Looking for the runner. Serginho. Pirlo. Hoeneß.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Vieira. Some really good ball movement. Oh, what has happened here? And here's Gullit. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's found the way through. Can he put it away? Well, now it's a race for the ball. Nedved. Oh, super ball. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. Oh, important interception. Pirlo. Forwards and with intent.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Showing good feet.
Look, movement creates more options.
Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. And here's Pirlo.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Beckham. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being
Just a
good
quick
movement in
like
both
to inform
midfield
you that
and indeed up
CCTV
front.
is
If those
now in
players, I think, can
operation for
carry
your
on
safety.
where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. So off we go once more. And it's Beckham. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Thuram clears it away. Rummenigge. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Bellingham. Gullit. He rises! No, not the best of headers.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Oh, he'll be annoyed at himself for not getting there. Hoeneß. Bellingham. Maldini. Engages and forces him off the ball. No, he's not getting his way this time. Hoeneß. And here's Gullit. Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through.
Has a go! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Rummenigge. Roberto Baggio. Nedved. Hits one! Hernandez gets good distance on it. 60 minutes played. And here's Nedved. Nedved. Nice interception, well timed. Beckham.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Hoeneß. And it's Nedved.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. OK, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
Substitution on the field. Number 5, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 9, Baggio.
Little doubt, that is a foul.
Number 13,
Just a talking to, I think.
Bale.
Yes, it is.
Number 15, Platini. Substitution.
Drogba. And here's Beckham. Beckham. That's a throw. Rijkaard tries to clear. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, that looks a good ball through. Platini. Hernandez gets it away. Gullit. So nearly the perfect ball. There's the crossfield ball. And it's Bale. Brilliantly cut out. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Pullet. Oh, shooting chance! They've done it!
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over-eager in chasing another. They only need one more chance. Patience is key.
No way through. And here's Drogba. This decent hit! And that would have been game, set and match.
Kohler has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
It's a goal kick.
Substitution on the field. Number 19.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 11, Nedved. Number 17, Palace. Coming on the field.
Into the
number
last
3,
5 minutes.
Albertini. Number 23, Tej Gnabry.
I thought it was going to happen then.
18,
How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Substitution in progress.
Hernandez pings it across. Vieira attempts a clearance. He's having a go. Oh, that is very close.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's neat. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. So their fourth corner of the game. Now, who's going to be first to this? And that should get the job done. He's found a way past. And that's played in low. And that is that. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
I think that early goal, Peter, pretty much decided
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started. Driving forward, Kulusevski. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And he was quick to react. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this guy, Kulusevski, Peter, is another Swede of Balkan heritage, and that automatically...
Roberto Baggio! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Kulusevski for Rice, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Roberto Carlos. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Serginho. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Rice. Kimmich. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. James has it in a wide position. Kulusevski. Oh, great chance. Either side yet able to force a breakthrough here.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Kulusevski. Roberto Carlos. Rice. Kimmich.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Kimmich. Looking tidy in possession here. Taken back almost at once. Serginho.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Alexander-Arnold is eyeing up his options in the middle. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Pirlo. Deep cross. Up he goes! Giroud. Roberto Baggio. Now James. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Ball driven towards the far post. James. Kimmich. James. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. 15 minutes till half-time. Rice. Maldini gets over and intercepts. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Rice. Kimmich. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Bayer Leverkusen clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Julie. Rice. Kimmich. Might be... And the shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. Bayer Leverkusen with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he thumps it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Koller absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward.
Good effort from distance. And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
James gets into some space. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. Well, after 45 minutes it is still goalless, a change perhaps after half-time. And we're off again. So neither side has yet broken through. Kimmich. Ah, that's a fine interception. Serginho. James. Rice. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, this looks sharp. Julie. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo, and he's managed to get free. Alexander-Arnold is looking to influence the game from out wide. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, smashing header! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Roberto Carlos for Rice. Aimed beyond the defence. Ernest.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Roberto Carlos. Dink through. Serginho. He's picked his way through. And the finish! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Bayer Leverkusen have the chance to go the other way. Yeah, he's had it taken off him. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. And here's Kulusevski. Stood up well to him there. And the counter is on. Serginho. That's a shade optimistic. Roberto Carlos. Julie. For Rice. Kulusevski. Can he finish? Oh, surely that deserved better.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Changement. Le numéro 7.
It's their second corner of the game.
Vieira. Le numéro 9. Pirlo.
Drogba is there and he can
14.
get that clear.
Le numéro 29.
And now they can
Cristiano
spring out of defence.
Ronaldo. À leur place, le numéro 10.
Somewhat off target.
Beckham. Le numéro 20. Gilberto Silva. Le numéro
And it's
19.
Roberto Carlos.
Le numéro 18. Roberto Carlos. Le numéro 13. Drogba.
Drogba has a look and plays it forward.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Roberto Carlos.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Roberto Carlos. He has found the way through. He's got through. He has done it. And that could well be the winner.
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So the first goal of the game. Got a shot away.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And it's Roberto Carlos. And Hullet! Oh, glorious! That is a special one! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. 2 to the good. They have breathing space.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So that's 2 now without reply.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Hullet has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Some resolute defending there. Plays a delicate ball. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Roberto Baggio! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Roberto Baggio clearly thought he had the beating of the
Temps
keeper.
additionnel, 3 minutes.
James spots it and intercepts. Kulusevski. James. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. He's played him through. And that's it. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. Koller voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Alexander-Arnold. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Yeah, time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Messi, Rummenigge, Pirlo. Gets his pass away, and the shot! And the counter is on. Alexander-Arnold. Well read, nice interception. Short changes him with that pass. Fiddles it through. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And he skips past his man. It is a corner. And we have our very first corner. Messi tries to clear.
Look, it's a run defences dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Argentina are looking to go forward now. And it's Messi. Now that looks a decent ball. Rummenigge! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Alexander-Arnold. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And a header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Thuram. No goals as yet. Messi, very much a man of this moment. And it's Neymar. Can he get it through? Nice interception, well timed. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Adams. Pirlo. He's in, surely! Pirlo. And here's Messi. Oh, such a clever touch. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And no, that was never going to make it. Neymar. And it's Pirlo. Pirlo really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Shapes to shoot! They've scored!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Messi. Oh, nice touch. Pirlo. Lovely bit of skill. That is good strength. Great defending, strong and determined. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Adams. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility. Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. It's their second corner of the game. He rises! Oh. In for the pieces! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up.
it.